Okay, I think we can get things started. If anyone else joins during, I'll just let them in. So just to briefly introduce myself, my name is Hebe. I work at Exeter. I'm in the marketing and recruitment team. I will be moderating the call today, so just helping the students to answer some questions. In a minute, I'll let them introduce themselves. But just to let you all know, at the bottom, you should be able to see there's a chat box. So if at any point during the call you have any questions, you can just pop your questions in there and we will answer them during the call. I've also got a lot of questions that were sent in advance, so we'll be going through those at the same time. Just to let you all know that this is being recorded. So by letting your video and audio turn on, that means that you're giving your consent for this recording to be used. Yeah, so I'm going to hand over to the students now. I'll let them introduce themselves. And yeah, please ask as many questions as you have. This is your chance to hear from them and learn about their experience. You know, that's what we're here for, so make the most of it. Thank you. Hand over to you guys, whoever wants to go first. Vanda, do you want to start?
Yes. Hello, everyone. My name is Vanda, and I'm from Thailand. I did a graduate diploma course at INTU, and now I'm currently doing MSc Financial Analysis and Fund Management at University of Exeter. Yeah, so Jacqueline.
Hey, thanks, Vanda. Well, I'm Jacqueline and I'm from Malaysia. I used to do international year 1 psychology under INTU, and right now I'm in year 3 psychology. So just ask us any questions if you want. I'll pass it to Aurelia.
Hi, my name is Aurelia. I'm a second-year student from Indonesia. I'm currently taking management and marketing with industrial placement. And I took the international year 1, I think management and business economics from INTU. Angel.
Hi everyone. I'm Angel. I'm from Hong Kong. I did foundation blast at INTU, and now I'm on my master year on clinical psychology. Yeah, that's all.
Thank you, guys. Could you all let us know what country you're from, and also could you just confirm whether you're currently still in your home country or if you've come to Exeter to study on campus as well?
Okay, sorry.
Yes. So I'm from Thailand, but now I'm in Exeter. So yeah, I arrived here like in the late of September before I start my master degree here. Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm from Malaysia, but currently I'm residing in Singapore. And I haven't gotten back to Exeter and studying on campus, but I've been doing like remote learning for term 1 for now. Yeah, really.
I'm currently in Exeter. I'm from Indonesia, and I haven't returned back home since last year, my first year. So, yeah.
I'm from Hong Kong. I did went back to Exeter for about 2 weeks, and then now I'm staying in London. And I experienced the campus teaching thing, but like overall it's fine. But I just decided to move to my relative who's in London, so we can take care of each other together. But yeah, that's kind of thing. Yeah.
Perfect. I was actually going to ask that sort of if you could explain a bit about why you decided to study wherever you did, and if you could also, from the perspective of where you're studying, explain how it works, kind of how your classes work. What are they? What times of day are they? Do they account for different time zones? Things like that. If you could just kind of in turn just tell us a little bit about what your experience has been like wherever you're choosing to study. Thank you.
Yeah. So for my program, like we as we know that like the university in the UK, they adopted like the blended learning. So it means that they combine with the face-to-face classes and also online classes. For my program, we have both of them. So if it is like a big lecture, we will do it as an online one. So try to and the course will be delivered online. And if it's like a small group for the tutorial classes, we will be on campus. So yeah, so I have like a both chance to like study online, and also for the classes that is a small one, I will go to the campus to meet my friends, and also I learn with the teacher in on the campus one.
Most of my classes are online. I mean, all of them are, and mine are not blended, but we can still use the library. We still have to book, and only one person in one like table. So the social distancing measures are taken. So it's fine, it's safe. Yes.
For most of my modules, they're all online classes right now at the moment. So there is no face-to-face tutorials or seminars going on. But so far, everything has been fine. And I heard that a few of my friends actually went back on campus, and for certain modules, they like other psychology optional modules that they took, they actually had like a seminar, group meetings, but they kept it to minimal number of people gathering together. So it's basically less than 4 people, I think, for a group meeting with their personal tutors and stuff. Yeah, so I think it's pretty safe, I would say.
Okay, my course is blended as well. We have both face-to-face teaching and online teaching. And for the face-to-face classes, they will have recording for the remote student. So you're like, you won't be left out from not attending the face-to-face classes. And of course, everyone's in the class will need to wear masks and follow the social distancing rules and things like that. And yeah, that's how I experienced in the previous 2 weeks.
Yeah, and would like to add a little bit, like, because I said that like some of my classes are on campus, but actually like if you are not in Exeter, they also have like a live session as well. So yeah, people that who are not here, like you don't need to you know, feel like you will be left out. Like the university kind of like a support to both group of people. Like if you aren't here, you can go to the campus for the small tutorial class, but if you're in your own country, yeah, they will have like the live session that you can get in to study.
Perfect, thank you guys. I was gonna, just to clarify there for anyone who's hoping to study with us next year, at Intu we have actually proportionally more face-to-face classes than a lot of the university degrees do, because we're a smaller centre, we're able to control it a little bit better or more easily, because there's fewer people than at the universities. So yeah, if you are studying with us in January or in September, obviously, you know, we don't know how exactly what the situation is going to be in 6 months time or a year's time, but currently for anybody who's studying with us, they are able to come to campus even while we're in lockdown and to study with the teachers. The teachers wear a visor, the students wear masks, everybody is sat at distances in the classroom. There's lots of measures like that in place. You know, people don't queue outside the classroom, they arrive on time, go into the class in order and then leave. So it's all done very carefully to make sure it's safe for everyone, and I'm sure that's the same for the university as well. Okay, lovely. So those of you who have been to campus over the last few weeks, could you tell me a bit more about what it's like on campus? So you mentioned some of the safety measures in place in the classrooms, but other things that are around the campus to kind of keep everybody safe. You know, could you tell me a little bit about that, and also about sort of, you know, does it still feel like there's lots of students around in Exeter and things like that?
Yes, from what I experienced, like I really feel that university is quite safe, like because they provide like hand sanitizer over across the campus, and they also have like a distancing, that they have the sign that you know that where you stand to keep how many meters from other, and they also restrict people in getting in like the area. So, and if you get in, you have to wear masks. So when I went to the campus, like I really feel that like I don't need to be worried with all those kind of virus, because people really protect themselves, and I also protect myself. And so yeah, so we can still, you know, enjoy our university life there. And also like when I get to the class, they have like the student will not like sit next to each other. They also have like, you need to sit away, like maybe two decks away, 2 chairs away. Yeah, so like keep that distancing from each other. So I mean, I really feel pretty safe when I am on the campus. Like I feel that the university have the policy, the measures to protect, to prevent about this kind of thing very good.
So just to add on a few points that I feel safe, and like oh, I forgot my point. Sorry, but one thing I think is really good is the university offer the test for the student who think maybe they show symptoms, so they can take the test on campus, and after that they would advise to have a self-isolate or things like that to try like protect them and protect other students as well. And also one thing that I want to mention earlier is that the university also asks students only come to the campus when they need to. So there will not be like crowded on the campus. There will only be like students who really need to go to the classes will on campus. So yeah, that's what I want to mention about.
Anybody who has been out and about in the sort of the city centre as well? Obviously, for anyone who doesn't know, the UK is currently in a national lockdown, which started yesterday. So at the moment, there's a lot more restrictions on things that are open. People can go to essential shops and things like that, but restaurants are closed for seating. But for those of you who've been here over the last couple of months, can you talk about what kind of rules the UK has in place? Because I know it might be different from other countries. I've only been in the UK for this sort of period, so I can only talk about here. But could you let everybody know, some of the rules that are in place for what you can and can't do, just to let people know what it's like?
From what I know, like if you would like to get into the shop or the restaurant, you need to wear masks. And also in the shop or restaurant, they will provide like a hand sanitizers that you can wash your hands first before you get in. And also I know about like the restriction of the rule of 6, that like we cannot get together with more than 6 people if we are located in one place. So yeah, so that's all the rules. But actually, like I mean, I mean, you can living your life as normal. Basically, I mean, I can feel that like it's just the way that try to protect yourself and also keep yourself clean, hygiene as much as possible. But actually, you still can enjoy your life in the city or wherever you go.
And how do you, someone's asked here, how do you keep in touch with other students? Whether you're in Exeter or you're back home, how do you communicate with them, and what kind of platforms do you use, and do you find it easy to do that? Aurelia?
So far, the university is using Teams and Zooms. And if you use Teams, it's easy to search your friends and your teammates and just basically through your university email. So that's easy. Even though you don't know them, you can just chat them and like ask questions basically. And you can exchange numbers and basically just chat through WhatsApp or any apps that you prefer. That is it actually.
Yeah, and here I think many people use WhatsApp, right? So yeah, that's a kind of platform that we can communicate each other. And also actually even like we study online, but the coursework that we have to do, they don't go just only individual one. We still have like a group coursework that the student can get together, so that there's a chance that you are keep in touch with your friends, talk to your friends, and experience some kind of teamwork. So you're not just like work alone or have just only like individual study learning experience. No, yeah. So it's kind of like a pretty normal. I mean, as the previous that before we get the COVID-19. So I think, yeah, you're not feeling that you lose kind of university experience that much.
And
Yeah, I
also,
just
like, oh,
finished.
sorry.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. I just finished like a group work. So basically we made a video presentation and that made us I didn't know anyone from the group, but then from the group work itself, it makes us get to know each other. And most of us are in Exeter, but we didn't meet up because of the restrictions at the time. But we get to know each other and we executed the job well. So I think it's no worries.
Yeah, so just want to add on a little bit information is that sometimes some student reps may create a Facebook group that everyone can join, and then like everyone can like discuss their homework, their question on in the group chat. So I think this is how we communicate during this period, and yeah.
Yeah, and just to add on to Angel's point, for psychology, there's quite a bit of like for each modules, you can kind of like search on Facebook where they have like groups, and you can just join in, ask along, and yeah. Other than that, I think like other societies, they also have like events online, so you can just like look out for that and then just like join it, sign up, and I think most of them will be quite fun. Yeah, I personally had a few experiences with like some pub quiz or like a baking sessions where you just join along, have your chat and have fun. Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually a question I've just had through. Someone's asked specifically about the Indonesian community at Exeter, but perhaps all of you could talk about how you found finding people from the same country as you. You know, you mentioned societies. I know that's one way that you guys often meet each other. But yeah, if each of you could talk a little bit about kind of finding your own communities when you came to Exeter. All right, Aurelia, do you want to start with the Indonesian students?
Oh, okay. I'm the president of Indonesian Society, so if anyone would like to join, please do contact me. We hosted a few events already, the pre-departure briefing for September and game night, Among Us game night. So yeah, that's two events so far, and basically we're trying to make the Indonesian community more like it's like a home away from home. So basically we're trying to just communicate more and making it as if you're home in Indonesia, but I mean you're here and you don't feel homesick as as you can. Like but before the coronavirus, we had like gatherings, cooking together, and basically cooking Indonesian foods and just like socialize. That's it. Yeah, so please do contact me if you want to join.
Maybe talk
One of you want to
about
get it?
maybe talk about like the Thai society. Actually, like from what I know, like the committees, they are undergraduate students, but not right now. They are not here, but they will come back on the January. So from what I know, that yeah, they're gonna have some kind of activities, get together, socializing. Next year. I mean, like in January when they come back to the Exeter. So yeah, so it's good opportunity that if you guys come on January, you will experience that kind of thing. Yeah.
And how did you meet other Thai students when you started? Were they on your course or were they at the university?
Yeah, like actually like in my program, I have another Thai friend, but she's not here. But I mean, she will come like pretty soon. And I also got to know like other Thai student from my accommodation that like, I mean, we have like a Thai student here live in the depot, the private rent accommodation here. And also, yeah, we have a group, we have like a live group with all those kind of Thai students who are studying in Exeter. from last year and also like this year, so they transfer to in another group, so we can get to know them from the application. Mm-hmm.
Actually, I'm gonna add a bit from that.
Yeah.
And into basically it's all international students, so you won't need to feel as if like you're entering. Yes, you're entering a new environment, but there are a lot of other students that are in the same shoe as you are. So don't worry about it. Like you can adjust together, and it just makes it more easier, I think.
Jacqueline or Angel, do one of you want to go?
Okay, so because this is my master year, so this year I didn't join the Hong Kong society, but I know that they still have the society for Hong Kong students, so everything's normal. They still have some gathering back in Hong Kong. Maybe they were coming back in January as well, but yeah, everything is continue doing not as normal, just maybe move to online or things like that. So yeah, like Aurelia, is that how like what she mentioned about is like you don't need to really worry about you can't finding your finding friend from the same home country, because it's really easy. We're all we're all international students, yeah, and yeah, that's the thing.
Jacqueline, perhaps you could also talk about the Into Exeter Society, because I know you're on the committee for that. So that's something that was started recently. And as a couple of you have already said, obviously you don't have to just meet people from your own country. It's a great opportunity to meet people from lots of different countries, and societies like yours can help with that, right?
Yeah, that's right. So for me, basically, when I first started, like, I know that I'm going to study in Exeter, I was like quite nervous. Like, I don't know how to find friends. And honestly, people will feel comfortable and safe, like staying with the same groups of people like from the same home country. So I actually went on Facebook to search up on like Exeter Singapore Society, Exeter Malaysian societies. But gradually, when you come over to Exeter and you met like a bunch of fun and like really interesting people from different countries and different nationalities, you actually enjoy that, you know, interracial, intercultural kind of thing when you learn more about the other cultures. And also what Hebe was mentioning, I was one of the committee for Into Exeter Society. So basically our society knows that, you know, when international students like first come and study under Into, they might find it very difficult to integrate into the university life. So our society main aim was actually to get everyone across, like regardless whether you're from Into Exeter or you're under the university. So it's just like a platform for people to meet, engage, have fun, interact, so that when you subsequently progress from Into Exeter to university, you won't feel like there is this sort of like gap where you can't, because like honestly from my personal experience, when I progressed from Into Exeter to psychology in university, I would say it was quite blessed, because for psychology course, most of it is incorporated with the university course, so it wasn't that much of a gap. But yeah, some students actually feedback to us that they felt like, oh, they couldn't like really click with the university life and they find it a little bit difficult to adjust. So our society is here to help you, you know, kind of like to adjust with that transitions. Yeah, so we had quite a few events already. So we had like a Q&A sessions at the beginning of the term, and we also had like a pub quiz night, and it was pretty fun. So do join us and you can have fun together. And all of the committees are really nice and easy to talk to. So just drop us any message, and you can find us on Instagram, Facebook, even on the guild website. Yeah, so that's it. Thank you.
Someone's asked, can you join societies when you're a foundation student, or is it only available to university students?
Yeah, so you can join society regardless of whether you are under into foundation or at the university. So yeah, you just have to, as long as you have a student account, you can go and go onto the student guild's website, and you can just sign up from there.
Aurelia, you've got a question that someone sent you?
Oh, yes. The question is, would you mind tell us more about the industrial experience degree? So I'm still in my second year and I'm supposed to have my industrial year experience next year. That is if I get an offer from the applications that I've sent to. And so basically the university and Into has this crash course, which they will guide you and give you sessions about how to write your CV, cover letter, and how to fill in your job applications. And it's very useful. Usually it's actually after you get your results in first year, but then this year, because of Corona, got pushed back until September, I think early September or late August. You get a link from the university and basically you have to finish that in a month, if I'm not mistaken. And it's just, in the end, you need to submit a CV of yours and an application, like a job application they gave like 3 job advertisement and then we just need to choose from one of those and send them in, and they grade our result and give us feedback, which I'm really grateful for, so then I can improve more. And so far I've been only applying to any companies that offers industrial experience year, and so far I still get rejections, and hopefully I can get an offer soon. That's it.
And what made you decide to do an industrial placement degree? Because for anyone who doesn't know, the majority of our degrees, particularly business degrees, allow for students to spend their third year of their degree out in a real job, earning real money, gaining experience. So yeah, what made you decide to do that?
What interests me is once you graduate, you can have an experience, which I think it's a leverage for you, and like it adds up to your CV as well. And I don't think that business you can only study through books and theories, and you just need to learn like the practical stuff. So you have to learn it hands-on, and it's just, I think it's great that I can get to have this opportunity to get to know how the business is in real life, I think.
Okay. And have any of the rest of you accessed any of the employability sort of schemes and opportunities that are available at the university, whether that's part-time work or career zone? Perhaps you could all talk about sort of the things that have been available to you to help you with finding jobs after university.
So I'll start this off. I've been applying to jobs, and the career zone offers, there's so many job offers there, like job vacancies, and it's really helpful. And in addition to that, the career zone also hosts CV and cover letter webinars where you can just ask and consult. Well, actually the consultation you can just book. It's for like 1-to-1 for 10 to 15 minutes. So then you can get more in-depth and more detailed to your own cover letter and CV. And so from there, you can also have events from the companies itself. Like the other day I came to Deloitte, EY's, and Bank of England and stuff like that. So it's really, really helpful if you can get to that. And also, since it's all remote, right? And all of the application process is all online. And the online assessments, the Career Zone offers exercises for the online assessments. So you can access that as well. Thanks.
I add a little bit on about like the part-time job. Like if you are interested in to have a part-time job here, why are you studying in Exeter? Yeah, you can get the opportunities and search for on the Career Zone. Like on my Career Zone website, they have like I think they call a casual term time. That's the job job vacancy for the part-time job that the student can go on and look for it and also apply on the My Career Zone website. Like basically, like for me, like I also search on to find those opportunities as well, and yeah, I can apply to have my part-time job. And also, yeah, and as Aurelia said about the like the sections, the job or from the companies or from the employers that they're hosting about the session, the webinars that you also can join in and also get to know more about their companies or those kind of session about boosting up your skill so that you are be eligible for when you apply for a company, the real one. Mm-hmm.
And just to add on as well, if any of you are interested to like look for part-time jobs or internships opportunities, right, you can actually subscribe to Career Zone Student Internship Bulletin, where they update it on a weekly basis. And so basically they will be sending you emails regarding the latest like vacancies for internship opportunities or part-time work opportunities. And also Career Zone is it's a very useful and beneficial concept because they also host like talks to invite Exeter alumni back on campus pre-corona, pre-COVID-19 period. So basically past like Exeter alumni, they will come back to share with us with regards to their life in different sectors of work. And I've been to a few and it's very useful. It's extremely useful because it allows you to like take reference from the path that are available after graduating. So you could consider to sign up to all these like webinars. Yeah.
Yeah, so just to add on what previous said, yeah, so the Career Zone is really useful for searching jobs and applying internship and things like that. And just add on one point is there are also some talks available, or like if you have a concern about the employability, like if you're not sure about maybe your interpersonal skills, or maybe like you worry about, do I have the like enough maybe presentation skills or communication skills, they will have events or talk that speak by the staff from the Career Zones to tell you about what you can like prepare for applying job, or like prepare you from the skills that you need. So yeah, that kind of thing. I think that they are useful as well.
Yeah, and this reminded me as well, Angel, because the Career Zone actually have like different classes for certain skills as well. So because I'm studying psychology and I'm quite interested in like coding languages. So I actually found out that Career Zone offers this kind of skills lessons. So I actually signed up for it and I went on to a few classes to learn on like coding languages. So you could consider that if you want to pick up like a new skill. So you can always like look up for opportunities in on Career Zone.
Great, thank you guys. That's really interesting. So a few questions came in on Instagram about what Exeter is like kind of as a city. So there's a few different things I wanted to ask, but could you first tell me, are there places that you can buy international foods from back home in Exeter? Have you found it easy to access that kind of thing? And did that kind of make a difference to, you know, your experience feeling like you can cook stuff from back home a bit more?
I can talk about this first because I kind of like open the Thai kitchen in my room here in Exeter because I like it's easy to find like a Thai ingredients or in Asian ingredients here in Exeter because here we have many like Asian shops like BHL or 168 Oriental, Yong. I've been almost kind of those Asian shops and I bought like Thai ingredients. I still can make like a spicy, sour, those kind of Thai dishes. So I mean, for me, I enjoy it the most. I mean, I don't really have to be craving for Thai dishes or any spicy thing because here in Exeter, like you can find those or access to those ingredients really easy. And yeah, you can cook and gain the skill of master chef by having I mean like cooking by yourself. And so don't worry if you gonna like feel food sick, like I mean miss your home food. Like here you can access all those kind of food that you willing to have. Yeah.
I'll add to it. So I didn't go back home during the summer. So during the first lockdown, I was here. So basically, I learned how to cook here. And don't worry, it's very easy because here there are 3 Asian stores that I know of: BHL, 168, and Yonks. And during the first lockdown, only I think the one that I go to is only 168 because it's the most easiest and it's the closest to me. And BHL is more of a Malaysian, Southeast Asian supermarket, and 168 and Yong's is more, I think, Chinese, I think the other stuff like that. It's very easy, and basically when you study at home and just settling at home with your new environment, you just need to, and if you're like missing home, you can just cook, and for sure you'll bring like seasonal packages from home probably, and that helps a lot. Also, actually here they also sell like sambal, like chili oils and everything, so don't worry about that. So
And what about restaurants? Have you found that you've been able to access kind of what kind of different cuisines have you found here? Because I know that's something that lots of people always ask us when they want to come and study here. And also, what are your favorite restaurants in Exeter?
okay, I'll answer this. This is very easy for me because there's this one restaurant that someone introduced to me. It's in Gandhi Street. It's called Red Panda. It offers baos and rice bowls and salad. Hivi's nodding her head. Yeah, so Red Panda is an Asian fusion restaurant. They now only offer takeouts, and it's a really small shop, but it's really, really delicious. And I think it makes me more homey because it's home cooked and it's healthy as well. So I'd really suggest you guys to, if you end up going to Exeter, please do come visit Red Panda. That's the most favorite restaurant here for me.
It's actually run by a couple. One of them is British and one of them is Vietnamese. So it is genuine, authentic, good food.
Yes, James. Yes.
Yeah.
Others?
Okay, I think like actually Exeter like, offers you many various kind of food. I mean, you can find food from different nationalities. That here they also have like what I know is like 4 Thai restaurants here. So those Thai people, you don't miss any Thai food for sure. Like you can go to this kind of the restaurant. And also like I also experience like a Middle East food as well. They have like Indian food, and yes, of course, like local British food. So I mean, it's quite a variety. So if you really like a foodie or cafe hopper like me, so you will enjoy like experience and explore that kind of restaurant here in Exeter.
Okay, I'm relating with Wendy so much because I love Thai food, and there is quite a few options. I think I love Sombun and I food Thai taste the most, and there is also one more called Thai Orchid, and these are really good Thai food. I love that. Yeah, like what Wendy says as well. There's a lot of variety of food. So there's like Asian food, fast food, halal food, Japanese food. Oh, there's also a Vietnamese food which is pretty good. I like it. It's called Pho Exeter. It's located in the city, the heart of city center, so you can just find it there. Yeah, and so don't worry about food. You definitely get to try a lot of different variety of food over here, so don't have to worry too much about that.
Yeah, I love Thai food, and I think all the Thai restaurant in Exeter is great. And I also enjoy Japanese food, and my favorite one is called steak and sushi. It's really good, and also I enjoyed the Western style. The Sunday rolls is brilliant. Yeah, so I really wish that after all the lockdown, like we can still go to the restaurant, enjoy foods and things like that. And yeah, don't worry about the food. I think we have really good in Exeter.
Great, thank you. Someone has also just asked us about what you can do in Exeter, kind of what can you do for entertainment? What's it like? Is it kind of studenty? Could you maybe talk a bit about what it's like in Exeter and you know where we're located, how easy it is to get to other places and that kind of thing? Whoever wants to take that.
Okay, for me, most of the time that I spent my year two was basically, I don't know, for some reason, I want to get healthier. So I spent a lot of time in the gym. Yeah, so there's a few gyms. I went to Pure Gym, and then there are a few other options. So you can consider them. You can just look them up online and see like which of the gym gives you like the plan that you would like to go for. And there's also a board game place that I love a lot. It's literally called Board Games, the store name. Yeah, it's basically a restaurant and bar, but it also includes like the board game concept. So you can just go over there. There are plenty of board games that you can play with your friends and hang out. So yeah, anyone, if you're just interested, you can just hit that place up. But I don't think it will be open during this period of time, but maybe like after the lockdown. Yeah.
Maybe I can talk about maybe it's also connect with the food again, but not because I'm not that kind of healthy person. So what I really like is about like exploring like a cafe or restaurant. So I'm suggest like about the key size. Yeah, the key that like you can go and explore. It's the riverside with the near the X River. So I mean you can go for have a nice walk, also like pamper your mind after like you have such a hard time with your study. You can go there and also like share with the nature there. There are many cute geese around there that you can like take a look or take a photo with them. And many like a cafe restaurant around the key, so that you can go and have like a searching your day after school. So it is a nice place to go to relaxing yourself.
I just want to add on about the quayside. I also like you can cycling there. You can borrow a cycle and like cycling around the riverside, and it's brilliant. I tried once. I'm not sure is the shop still open during the lockdown, but I hope that like after the lockdown you can go and try, and is great.
Oh, and during the summer, since I was here for the first lockdown, I get the chance to explore Exeter like everywhere. So I went to this Valley Park, which is like 30-minute walk from here. And so if anyone is up for an exercise or just to get some fresh air, it's really nice there. Greeneries everywhere, and you can cycle as well, but it's quite steep. And the key they offer, there's also, I think, rowing, canoeing, is it? What's it called? And climbing. There's also climbing, rock climbing society if you want to join that. There's so many other sport society for if you like yoga and just Pilates and something like that. There's this one called Body Society. I joined that last year, and it's very, very motivating, especially if you're like exercising with someone. It's just more motivating. And there's also volleyball, basketball, any other sport that you can name, it's there, so no worries. And I think
someone's also asked about how easy it is to get to London, as how long does it take, and other cities as well. Have you guys traveled around the UK much? Where's your favorite place to travel?
I can answer about like how long get to the London. So actually it's not that far. I mean, like if you take a train, it's take probably like 2.5 hours to get to the London. So yeah, it's and the train is pretty convenient, like, and not that, and it costs not much. So I mean, if you're concerning about the time and the budget, I think the train is the most suitable option. And also you can also take like a bus. Yeah, and the bus to the London is probably like 3 to 4 hours, depending on the traffic as well. Yeah, but that is the cheapest way. So I mean, it's up to you which one you think. And for besides going to London, I also went to Bath. Yeah, so but at that time, like I went to Bath with the into trip. So we just, I mean, the interview cost us just a little bit for the transport, and then like we go together with our, I mean, into friends and experience Bath city together. So it's, yeah, and the Bath, I think the Bath is quite a nice city that you can go after like your experience Exeter already, or maybe if you would like to go somewhere that is not that far from Exeter, but also have like a different kind of experience, because Bath is quite like a big city, I mean, comparing to Exeter. So if you would like to go there and experience the Roman bath as well in yeah, like the Asian attractions there, so Bath is also a nice place to go.
I agree with you. Bath is beautiful. It's quite nice to get out of Exeter and just experience new vibe, I think. And if you want to go around Exeter itself, there's Exmouth and Dartmouth, I think. Dulwich, if I'm not mistaken. And if you want to explore more, like go around to the north, I'd recommend Edinburgh, Glasgow, and Manchester and Liverpool, I think. Those are the places that I've been to, and it's really beautiful, especially Edinburgh, because like even though it's there's a university as well there, it's beautiful because of the sceneries and just the architectures, I think. And yeah, and it's not really hard, especially if you really like to travel a lot. Apply for the rail card, 16 to 25 if I'm not mistaken, and it only cost me, I think, £70, and you get discounts for the whole 3 years, and every time you buy a ticket it's just cheaper than the others, I think.
And what about getting to the sea? Because obviously we're quite close to the coast. So how close is the nearest beach? And do you guys kind of do that much when in the summer? I know our summers are not as hot as your summers, but it's still nice.
Yeah, so I experienced the UK summer. It's not as hot as it is back home, but it's really nice to see the sun out like 24/7, like the whole week, the whole month. It's just, you'll get to be grateful to see the sun for the whole week. I think here it changes like instantly. In a day it can be sunny in the morning and then suddenly it just rained out of nowhere, but it's just the UK weather. And the nearest beach, I would say Exmouth, I think. And it only takes us like, I think £5 less. I'm not sure, but only takes us, I think, few minutes, less than 30 minutes, I think. And it's perfect. There's IKEA as well near Exeter. So if you need anything, just go hop on a train or a bus from the city and just go to IKEA and shop around.
I've had a question come in about accommodation. So would you be able to, some of you say which accommodation you stayed in, whether it was into or private, and if it was into, what kind of room you stayed in, how close is it to the into centre, what kind of is the atmosphere like, did it help you make friends, just kind of that sort of thing. Yeah, whoever wants to take that.
Okay, I can share first. So right now I'm living in the private rent accommodation in the city center. But when I did my graduate diploma course, I lived into accommodation, the Riyadh one. So okay, maybe let's talk about back then. Like the Riyadh one, it's pretty close to the campus. It's just like less than like 15 minutes walk. It depends on how fast and also how tired you are as well, because you're gonna experience like a little bit hilly. So for me, it's like 15 minutes. Yeah, but I mean, my friends can walk like 10 minutes. And there I mean, in the area, they really provide you almost everything. Like, I mean, I didn't have to buy much stuff. For example, like those kind of bedding, like the duvet, the mattress, the pillow, that they also provide you. And also those cookery stuff, like the pot, the pan, the bowl, the dishes, like they also provide you. So for me, like at that time, I didn't have to buy much stuff for, I mean, living in. And also the room that I live in, I also have one roommate, and she's from South Korean. So yeah, I mean, I feel that it's a perfect match because I love Korean food and she's South Korean. So when we make like a Korean food, we super enjoy. Yeah, and it's nice to have a roommate with, you know, like you can share, you can talk, you can have a good time together. Yeah, I really miss the time that like we make our dining table. Even like we don't actually really have the dining table. What we drag up all those kind of table that we have, and we sit together in our small corridor. I mean, in the room, but I mean like just a small one. Yeah, I mean, I miss the kind of the moment. And but now like I'm currently living in the city center, the private rent one. So it's almost I mean, it's different because here like you need to buy almost everything because they, I mean, from your personal stuff. So but I mean, the good point is that because you're in the city center, so I mean, it's easy to go to the shop, to the restaurant, to meet friends, some kind like that. So I mean, there's that kind of like a pros and cons, but I mean, I still enjoy to live in both kind of thing. And yeah, that's like, I think that's my experience. I mean, I also like miss the time that I was in the Riyadh. I mean, living with the roommate, but now like I live alone. So it's kind of like a different one, but I mean, yeah, it's have the good point and bad point. Yeah.
And just to confirm, with into accommodation, all everybody gets their own personal room. So when you say roommate, that was someone you shared the kitchen and the bathroom with, right? So you had your own room. Yeah, just wanted to confirm that.
Yes.
And could someone comment on what facilities we had at Doriad as well, which is the into accommodation? So what stuff is on site and kind of available to you all the time?
In Doriad, we have the shop as well. Like if you don't want to, get into the town to go to Tesco or those kind of supermarket, in Doriad, they also provide you in the shop. But they also have like the office hours that they open and close, so please check again during this period of time. And also they have like a study room in I'm not sure, like, in the middle of the Doriad areas, they also have the study room that you can go and, yeah, if you want to study, if you want to have a quiet place besides just only in your room, that is a nice place to go as well. And anyone want to add? Yeah.
Yeah, and also you can play ping pong. Like there is some facility near the library. I remember, yeah, the study room, and you can play there. And also there is a key house there. If you're a person who enjoy playing instruments, you can like join the society, and then you can get access to the key house. And then there are piano. I remember there are pianos, and yeah, just you can play, you can practice your instrument there, and yeah, just add on.
And there is also a laundry room. So it's next to the Avon shop that Vande has just mentioned. So basically you just do your laundry there. And there's also like this mailbox reception service at each house. So basically, if you enjoy online shopping like me, you get really excited to see your name on the list. So basically, you can just go there and collect your stuff every day. And also, there is a subway that opens 24/7, just right across the Doriad accommodation. So if you're craving for something to eat late night, either food delivery or closest option, just go down to the subway.
Thank you, guys. So we're going to wrap things up now. So I think to end the call, if each of you could maybe talk about what was your favorite thing about studying into, whether it was the teachers, the other students, kind of the city, whatever you just love most about it that you want people to know about. If we start with Vanda, and we can kind of go through one at a time.
Oh, sorry, Hebe, can you repeat the question? Sorry, I was concentrating.
Okay, don't worry.
That. Yeah,
that's all right. Yeah, I was just saying, to sum up, kind of what's your favorite thing about your experience of studying it into and in Exeter?
Okay, start with into first. So yeah, I love like all of kind of diversity and also those kind of multicultural experience that I was in, because like here into like contain a lot of like international students from different background, different nationalities. So it is a great opportunity that you can meet people from all around the world and study with them, talk to them, be friends with them. And also I love how nice the staff and all the teachers are, because they're really like supportive. Like if you have any problem, any concern, you just can get direct to them, ask them, and they're willing to help. So you don't feel alone, even like you're living alone, like, because you have the people who are really support you and willing to help you. So those I really like about being at Into. And also the university, like I really feel pleased when even though we in the during the pandemic, but also university try their best to support you throughout your learning. So they want to make sure that you won't be disappointed or have like a bad university experience. They will find a way to support you in any way that they can. So yeah, you will not feel like that you're losing like university experience. So for me, like I still enjoy, and I think like coming coming to study like this year is not gonna make my, I mean, it's not gonna make me disappointed for my decision, because everything, I think everything almost remained almost the same as you, as before. So I mean, you don't need to worry with those kind of, oh, you're gonna get, losing of anything. So yeah, that's what I really like about being here, my experience.
For me, I really love Exeter because it's a lovely city and it has a tranquil and very solemn atmosphere. So I would say that it's a really great place for you to choose and study in. And also, I do agree that it could be intimidating at the beginning, because for sure, since we have already traveled like 1,000 miles to a foreign land. I would say just be bold and step out of your comfort zone, and you'll find that people in the UK, Exeter, they're all generally very welcoming and friendly. And also, I would say that the university and Into, they offers like a really reliable support system. So it ensures that all students' well-being are taken care of. And it kind of like is the integration process and allowing us to, like better adapt to a foreign environment. And yeah, I would say the university and Into are doing like a great job in ensuring that all students are feeling the well-being are being really well taken care of.
I really enjoy studying at Into because I think it is a great it's a great chance that you pick it as your first step to enter the UK university things, because like everyone's is from other countries, so we're all on the same shoes. So you can if you have the questions or you have something to struggle your friends may be having, so you can share and make friends, and it's really make me feel very safe to study at Into while there are others around. And 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 the one thing that I really enjoy is living in the Daryat hall. I really love Daryat because you can because most of the students at Into will live in the Daryat, so you will meet everyone there, and you can walk to the uni together every morning or what time. That is brilliant, and yeah, I really enjoyed that.
For me, I think it's the experience of having your friends in one place. Because Into now that I experience university, it's like everyone has different courses and their own priorities. So it's quite hard to meet up with your friends sometimes. But I think with the pandemic, it's quite easy as well to just message your friend for a call or anything like that. So no worries about that. And what I love about Exeter is that it's really, it's not as, yes, it's small, but the positive side is that you can get from one place to another quite fast. And I don't use the bus quite often because it's just to motivate me to exercise, to walk to the uni through the steep steep walk to the forum library. I think that's it for me.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, guys, for answering all those questions, and thank you to everybody who sent questions in as well. If you have any other questions that you think of after this point that you forgot to send in, feel free to send an email to myself or to your regional Into team or your agent, whatever's easiest for you, and we can ask the students after this event's finished. But yeah, thank you all so much for coming. I hope you found it useful, and hopefully we'll see lots of you on our courses online and on campus in January. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.